Welcome everybody to week 16, day 2. We're going to go over the Unreal Engine projects today. Hayburn put together what looks like a really nice game. And I'll pull up a screenshot here onto the stream. So looks very nice. Quite impressive, Hayburn. Well done. Anybody else want to present now? Got Walker. Walker's here. Stafford, Span. Do you guys have any screenshots? You want to stream your screen?
I'm in a 50B.
You're in 50B? That's true.
Yeah, we're making the...
Yeah, I got
you.
Yeah. So Stafford, Span, you guys want to show off what you got? Silence. I read your discussion on the thing. That's fine. Points will be awarded based on all right. All right. So Dolan, what do you guys got to show? Nothing? All right. No. There's no class next Tuesday. I'm going to be in surgery next Tuesday, so anybody who didn't present today, I want to see it next Thursday. And then your mods will be due the last day of the semester. So this is the second energy mode that is responsible for hyperdrive. All right. All right. So Monkers doesn't like my teaching style. That's unfortunate. Can't please everybody, I guess. Main. Oh, very nice. Very nice. I like it. I like what you got there. Okay. Yeah, there's a pandemic. I'm pretty flexible when it comes to deadlines. Obviously, the only hard deadline is the end of the semester, but I wanted you guys to have something today because if you just say, all right, it has to be in by the end of the semester, then nobody works on it till the end of the semester. So that's why I set the deadline for today. So please get something done on the Unreal Engine project by next Thursday so that you have time to work on the mod. Okay? Get your mod ideas in. By Tuesday, I'll review them. I'll have a video up to talk about on Tuesday because I'm not going to be here on Tuesday. It'll be surgery. Okay, so I would like to actually go back to something we were talking about early in the semester, which is game design. I've been really kind of pumped on this one board game that I've been playing a lot recently, and it is called Dune. So it's a board game that came out a long time ago, actually. Just got a re-release a couple years ago. That's what it looks like, and it's 40 years old, and it holds up really well. Like, it's actually have I talked about this to you guys before? So I know I've been kind of hyping this game for different people, but have I gone over that in this class? Same Dune as the book, yeah, and it ties in very nicely with the book and the board game are like there's some weird things in the board game that only make sense if you've read the book, right? It works fine if you haven't read it, but it's a very flavorful game. It just is, yeah. It's a really well-made game in terms of flavor, in terms of like trying to recreate the feeling of the book. So there was a DOS game. Person has genuine interest in the class teaching style. And I guess. I mean, teaching style matters, right? Okay, so yeah, let me go over the mechanics for this game because it's a 40-year-old board game. I never played it before. I'd heard good things about it, but it was out of print and or maybe it was hard to find. I don't know. I never saw it in stores. But then the Gale Force 9, the people that did like the spell cards for Dungeons and Dragons, they approached the Frank Herbert estate and they're like, "Hey, we want to remake that old Dune board game. Can we get the rights to it and we'll cut you in and stuff?" And the estate was like, "Sure." And they actually contacted the original makers of the board game from 40 years ago, who are still alive, and the artists. And they bought the rights to the art and they redid it. They colorized it. The old ones looked like have you ever seen artwork from like the original Dungeons and Dragons, like D&D first edition art? It's not very impressive, right? Like, yeah, there you go. Yeah, that's kind of what the original D&D artwork looked like. It's gotten better over the years. You know, there's Gandalf. Wait, no, I can't call it Gandalf. Yeah. So the Gale Force 9 people licensed the original artwork and they kind of cleaned it up a little bit and colorized it. They've done some pretty good work. Yeah, there's the board game. They've done some pretty good work making spell cards and stuff like that. So anyway, they got the rights. And the reason why they were so excited by it was the guy who made Gale Force 9 had played the original Dune board game 500 times. And that's just one of the guys. Another one of the guys had played it over 1,000 times. And a game has to be good for people to keep coming back and wanting to play it over and over again, even after they've played it 500 times. And I was like, all right, I got to try this game. The re-release looks nice. The colors are nice. They're, it's attractive. But the core mechanics are basically the same. I think they cleaned up a couple of the rules a little bit, but basically it's the same 40-year-old game. They have a quick start guide, which is incomprehensible. Honestly, it's better to just read the rules. They added a quick start guide that I find to actually be unhelpful, extremely unhelpful. Like, you just have no idea what's happening. It's like a comic book, right? And the people are just talking like, "I'm going to drop soldiers here," and you're like, "But how does this work in the game?" I don't understand. So the rules are actually fine, and there's basic rules and there's advanced rules. And honestly, once you get the basic rules, the advanced rules aren't like actually much more advanced. It just makes the game a little bit more brutal. So, how to play feudal. Oh wow, look at that. Yeah. The game of siege and conquest. During the Middle Ages, there were 2 feudal kingdoms. That's interesting. I'll have to check that out. I'm going to minimize that. Okay. So Avalon Hill, if you guys don't know Avalon Hill was the premier board game maker for a long time. A lot of the most classic board games. Diplomacy, I did this with my IS-50A class last year. We played a game of Diplomacy. They were bought out by Wizards of the Coast. So they were bought out by Hasbro, and then Wizards of the Coast bought them out. And then Hasbro bought out Wizards of the Coast. That's funny. So from 1952 to 1998, they were the premier board game company in the world. They made really fantastic products. And they had bookshelf games. Let's see if they have any shots of them. So for 6 years, they just sold games out of the garage. That's funny. And let's see. So have you ever played Acquire? Acquire was a bookshelf game. And so they made these games that would sort of they were designed to like fit on a bookshelf, and so you slide it out, and then there's the game kind of slides out from it like that, and so you just put them on a bookshelf. You know, you don't have to have I have like Axes and Allies, right? Like that does, you know, I have that, right? It's just sitting on top of my bookshelf, along with some other stuff. Red Storm Rising, yeah. Broadside, I've played that. That's a good game. Memoir 44, I don't like. Battlecry, I don't like. Bunch of versions of Axes and Allies. Yeah, these are the bookshelf games over here, and they had a lot of really innovative things, and Dune is one of them. Like Dune came out, GMT got access. Interesting. So Avalon Hill is. Oh, they're taking it away from Wizards of the Coast. Oh. Wow. Okay. Yeah. So Dune was one of them. They turned down Dungeons and Dragons. That's funny. Yeah. So Dune was one of them, and so Dune is a game that came out 40 years ago, and had some mechanics in it that honestly are still feel very fresh and very modern right now. It's a 6-player game, which is, for one thing, weird. You can play the game with, I guess, less. And the game changes actually quite dramatically with less players. And so it's almost a very different game at the 4-player point and the 6-player point. So the game's much easier to win with 4 people. Because there's 5 cities on the map. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If any player controls 3 of them at the end of the turn, they win the game. So if there's 4 people, you know, there's less people competing for the 5 cities, right? So with 6 people, it's a lot harder to get 3 cities by the end of the turn. That's one thing. It's a 6-player game, which is kind of weird. The second thing is all 6 of the factions, they share the same core game mechanics, like how you put people on the board and how you move them and how you fight. Same core game mechanics for all of them. However, it's asymmetrical. So each one of the 6 factions has something incredibly broken about them. Something just unbelievably, stupidly broken and completely imbalanced. All 6. All 6 completely are OP. All 6 of them. You can win with any of the 6 factions, and you can win using their incredibly cheesy, overpowered abilities, using, you know, like, so it's balanced, right? We've talked about balance before, and that's what really impressed me about this game, is that it's so, everyone's so broken, it's actually balanced. It's like, it's really amazing how it actually works out, that no faction dominates, even though when you're reading their abilities in isolation, you're like, there's no way these guys can lose. You know what I mean? But because they all are OP, it somehow works out and it's somehow balanced. And that's just 1v1v1v1, and then you can form alliances, and then the combinations of the powers become even more stupidly OP. And even still, it still works out, and anyone can win, and a good player will win much more often than a bad player. And there's bluffing and there's diplomacy. Oh, it's such a good game. Like, I bought it. I was in San Diego for spring break. Do you guys want to see where I went for spring break, actually? Yeah, I'll brag a little bit. So I bought this for spring break, and then I played it with my mother-in-law, who's, you know, she's an older woman, isn't really a gamer. She got it. So I stayed at a place called Sunny Jim's Sea Cave. You can see how it looks like the outline of a person there. And so it's this smuggler's tunnel where they used to run heroin and stuff like that down to this cave here, and they pull ships up and offload drugs and booze during Prohibition, stuff like that. And so this upstairs here is actually an Airbnb, and so I actually spent a week there or so, not quite a week, and it was pretty nice. So we're playing Dune, you know, overlooking the ocean. You know, it's kind of, this was like the view out the balcony, right? And pandemic, man, prices are low. Prices are low. not soon. As more and more people are getting vaccinated, like they're saying that hotels are going to start selling out around the country. Expect giant parties this summer as people are finally vaccinated and the pandemic comes to an end. But I was vaccinated, my wife was vaccinated, my mother-in-law were vaccinated, and so we're like, let's go on vacation. And so we went there, and we still quarantine and stuff like that. Like when you go down into the cave, they only allow groups of family members to go together for pandemic reasons. But we were still responsible. But man, ain't no way I could have afforded that, on a professor's salary during a normal year. But hey, pandemic worked out. So it's about the same price as a hotel, right? You have a whole apartment overlooking the ocean. It's like, wow, it's amazing. So you have to drive over that. This is down by LA. It's San Diego. So it's if you've never been to San Diego, I grew up there, and it is it's a nice, best weather in the world. San Diego's actually got two harbors. We went on a swift boat tour of San Diego Bay, and then Mission Beach, and then up here is La Jolla. So right there is the cave store. So it's got a pretty nice view. There's my house right there. Yeah, it's pretty nice. A lot of seals and sea lions there, pelicans and birds. Coves right there. Yeah, it's worth visiting. It's worth visiting. Anyway, so we're sitting there in that place playing Dune over and over again, and the 60-year-old mother-in-law loves it, and I love it, and my wife loves it. My daughter hates it, but you can't trust the judgment of an 8-year-old on a board game. Long bridges in San Diego. Oh, you're talking about the Coronado Bridge. Yeah, we went to the Maritime Museum and I sang sea shanties, and yeah, it was fun. So the design of this board game. So everyone's broken. So let's go through the mechanics. In fact, if somebody wants to hop in, do we have more than 6 people? 1, 2, 3. Oh, we do, don't we? Dang it! Somebody drop. No, I'm kidding. Create a server. So if you got access to. No, that's the wrong one. Dune. How do I not have Dune? It's just playing it. Okay. Create multiplayer. Friends only. Create server. Workshop. Dune. Browse. And why are we doing this? Because game mechanics are actually really important. And it's important, and the reason why we talk about board games is because you have to think about the game mechanics in all games, right? Is that correct? Looks kind of weird to me. Dune Imperium. That's not the right game. They released another Dune board game because the movie's coming out, right? Dune plus expansion, no scripts. Express, Dune Imperium, Dune Weeby. Huh. Dune 2019, Dune scripted in 2019. Let's try this one. Okay. And then we can go over the mechanics. So here is the board. And if you guys want to hop in, first 6 people. I won't play. I already know how to play. It won't be fair. But if you guys want to join in, the first 6 people can play. The other people can watch. We'll do a couple turns. So we'll need 6 people in here because it really is a 6-player game. You can play with less and it's different, but it really is a 6-player game. So you're going to flip the table. So this is the game. Start game. Ensure all players are seated. Just pick whichever thing you click on is the player you're going to be. You don't have access to a computer, it's fine. You can just watch. In fact, I have the board game in real life if you want to play it at some point. It's really good. And I know your family is into board games, so. Okay, so how does this game work? Start game, ensure all players are seated. Just a little, yeah. Are you guys coming in? Nobody's in. Laptop. Okay. Well, all right. Maybe I will play. Span, Haverin, Shaw, Stafford, Lave, Ramos. Ashby connected. Cool. Yeah, just go ahead and click on one of the colors, and I'll kind of explain what's going on here. So this is the map, and the map is interesting. Like I said, they did a lot of really interesting things in this board game. So there is this thing called the storm, and the storm sweeps around the world like this. And if the storm passes over any of your soldiers, it dies, right? So if you've got soldiers that are out on the sands are all of these tan-colored zones here. Like if you had a person here on the sand, and the storm, can I pick it up? And the storm sweeps over it, it dies. Boom, death, instantaneous death. Okay. The only places that are safe from the storm are the rock zones and the cities. So anything that's like a darker color, False Wall West, the Sieches, and Erekine and Carthag, and these 3 rock zones here, and False Wall East, you can have soldiers on them, and they won't die when the storm passes over them. They can take shelter. Now, you might watch. Okay. Yeah, Lave, please. Maybe we won't have 6 people. We'll see. And so every turn, the storm advances between 2 and 6 spots. And so you always have, as you're moving your armies around to go conquer stuff, you always kind of have to keep your eye on the storm. And sometimes it'll move faster, sometimes it'll move slower. And so there's always that tension of, am I going to lose my army to a storm? Your armies, all the armies in the basic game are the same. They're all worth 1 point. And you automatically fight if after the movement phase is done, that 2 people are on the same square. So for example, if the freemen are on the same square as the guildsmen, they will fight at the end of the movement turn. And the way the combat works is really, really interesting. In fact, it's so interesting that the people who make Twilight Imperium license the game mechanics, which is really kind of unheard of because game mechanics can't really be copyrighted, But they just liked it so much they actually paid Avalon Hill, or the remnants of Avalon Hill, whoever it was at that time, Hasbro, I guess, to gain the rights to this notion. And so what happens is there's a couple of these battle wheels. Where is the other battle wheel? You guys see another one of these things? There should be 2 of them. There it is. It's over here. Okay. Okay. So you guys can unmute yourselves if you wanna talk. It's fine. What's the server name? I don't know how to get in. Lavi, who are you? You should be able to join on me off Steam. Lavi, what's your Steam user ID? Okay. So. On Steam, if you right-click on Kearney, you can join this game. Yeah, correct. So these things are called the battle wheels. And so if you are going to be fighting, let's say the guildsmen, the red people over here, are fighting the freemen, the yellow guys over here, and there's 1 freeman and there's 5 guildsmen. Okay. What happens is that you take your battle wheel and you put it into the secret zone. Oh shoot, I can't see it now. Ah! Undo. Damn it. Thank you. Okay. You put the thing into your battle zone, and then you click on it. Let's see, right click, left click. Let's see, how do we do this? Yeah, you click on it, and you choose how many of your soldiers you're going to bid. Okay, So the freeman obviously can either bid 0 or 1. The fremen, whatever, can bid either 0 or 1, and the guildsman can build somewhere between 0 and 5. Okay? And this is how many people you are going to lose at a minimum. Yeah, it's still loading, hey Brent, it's still downloading. So the number that you bid here is the number of soldiers you are going to guaranteed lose at a minimum, which is an interesting take. This is how many people you're going to lose if you win. If you lose everything. Do you guys see why that's a cool system? The person who wins is the person who bids the highest number. Right? So if the freeman had 2 people and they bid 2, click on that. And the guildsman bid 1, then the freeman would win because they bid 2 versus 1. And the guildsman would lose all 5 of their guys. But let's say the guildsman bid 4 and the freeman, and so they win, right? 4 guildsmen die. Do you guys see why that's an interesting system? That's the amount of people you lose if you win. If you lose everything. Battles in this game are incredibly tense for that reason. Okay? Now, on top of that, when there's combat, you have a general. And so, for example, the Harkonnens over here have got these people here. They got Peter de Vries, Captain Nefud, whatever. And so remember, this is hidden. The other people don't see it. And so what you do is you toss one of your leaders on there, and whatever leader you toss on there adds to your point total. So you can actually win a battle with no forces bid, right? You put Beast Raven on there, I bid 0, the other person bid 4, it's a tie. Tie goes to whichever person is first in the turn order. So maybe I could win this battle with no troops bid, right? Number. Love it. See if I can find you. Is that really your? No, that's not your user ID. Can't find you. Did you send me a Steam invite? Okay. So do you guys understand the system? You always must use a general, and you must bid somewhere between 0 and all of your guys. You're still typing numbers, dude. Oh, it's a friend code. I see. Okay. Add a friend. Manage friends. Your friends, friend code. Send invite. Okay, so OEO, you've been friend invited on me. Okay. So you must bid a general and between 0 and thing, and then the loser loses all of their stuff. So if the guildsmen lose, they lose all 5 of their people. So generals make a pretty big difference. However, you can also kill generals, and so there's different cards that can be used to assassinate the enemy general at the beginning of the battle, and there are cards that protect your general from being assassinated, and so that's a big part of the game as well. Okay, so how does the game work? Well, there's 10 turns total, and in each turn there's several phases, and in each phase everybody gets to go. So during the ship and move phase, everybody ships, everybody moves. Then there's a combat phase, and so you go through each of these phases. 10 turns, game's over. So if you know what you're doing, like even if you go the distance, the game doesn't take more than a couple hours maybe to do. Okay. So OEO is in the game now. Anybody else want in on this? Talia. sending some invites to other people. Okay, so that, okay, so let's go through the explanation of the game. First phase, storm phase, the storm will move a certain number of squares. We'll just who's got those battle cards right now? Oh, right here. So I don't know, Lave and Ashby. Go ahead and grab the battle wheel and hide them behind your screen, and then you can click on it. So grab the battle wheel. Oh yo. No, span. All right, span. Take it. Click and drag the battle wheel into your private zone. Oh, you got your own. Oh, interesting. Okay. Oh. Okay. So let's see who is. Okay, we'll do this properly then. So it would be Lave and Ashby. Select a number on it from 0 to 20, and that's how many squares the storm will move. Okay, to begin with. So it's more or less random where the storm starts. Just pick something, click on the little number, and you can adjust the force up and down. So, whenever you guys have a number picked, toss it out on the table, and then we'll advance the storm. You have to click a number. Oh, it's not clicking. Huh? Maybe try this one. I wonder if each person like has their own or something. Okay, there you go. Maybe this thing here. Click on the little +1 there. Click on this part there. Okay. Yeah, so go hide it behind your thing, and then choose a number from 0 to 20. Okay, so what makes this game interesting is there's a lot of things that make the game interesting, and is spice will randomly appear on the map. These locations here are the places where spice can appear. So go ahead and toss it out. Abram and Lave don't have fractions. Don't have fractions. Okay. 2 and 12. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So that's where the storm starts. And the card here is stuck to it. Ah. Come on. There we go. Okay. So movement is not possible through the storm. So the people here in the Seek are safe, but they can't move in and out because it is currently covered in storm. And I guess nobody is playing as the Harkonnen, so I guess I'll be Harkonnen. Okay. Okay, so at the start of the game, you're given a traitor. If you ever fight a person of the other team, and that general is their general, you automatically win. So let's see, where are the traitor cards? Over here. Okay. Shuffle, shuffle, shuffle. All right. So Everybody pull one card off the trader deck and put it into your secret zone. I get 4 cards because I'm the Harkonnens. The Harkonnens are masters of treachery. Oh, sorry. Everybody draw 4, but you get to keep 1. Sorry about that. Draw 4, and then discard the ones back, just in the center of the table here or something. And so, in general, you want to pick a. You don't want to pick somebody from your own team because, what's the point of having your own person be a traitor, right? So pick somebody from another country. Usually, their best general is usually the one you pick. Although, if you want to play mind games, you can pick somebody who's not their best general, right? And then just toss the discards over here. Face down. Put them face down on the board right here. And you can tuck the cards on the bottom of the screen, and then they'll be in your hand, and people can't see them. Freemen are in there. Yeah. I have a Freeman trader, Eric. Yeah, so they aren't in the game. What do you mean they're not in the game? What do you mean they're not? What do you mean Freeman traders aren't in the game, Eric? Oh, yeah, we're missing a person. What happened? I thought we had 6 people. Did we lose somebody? Anybody else want in? Oh, okay, if there's no Freeman, then nobody else wants to play? Okay. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and discard. If you have any Freeman traders, then discard them and draw a new card to replace them. I guess we'll pull them off the map. Playing Dune. Do you want to play?
No.
You know how to play, girl. You can play the Freeman.
I don't want to play it.
Okay. You know how to play, though. You probably do pretty well. Okay. So let's talk about... so the basic game mechanics are this. The storm moves at the start of the turn. Not on turn 1. We already did that. Then there's what's called a spice blow. And so the... top card of the spice deck is revealed, and Eric, you want to handle the treachery cards? Oh yeah, everybody. So Eric, if you want to put the 8 spice on the broken land here. So every turn, spice will appear on the board, and this is the money in the game. And for a lot of the factions, the only way they can make money is by sending their armies to the spot where the spice is. The spice is like the more money you have, the more soldiers you have, the more power-up cards you have. It's very crucial. Okay, every soldier harvests 2 spice per turn, and so if you wanted to harvest all of that spice off the broken lands, you would need to have 4 soldiers there at sort of the end of the turn, right? And so you've not only got to move 4 soldiers there, but you have to survive other people moving there, trying to take the spice and murdering your people. Okay? So we've just done the spice blow, and then, everybody starts with 1 a treachery card. So go ahead and draw 1 treachery card off the top of the deck for yourself.
How come you're taking 3?
I'm the Harkonnen. I get 4.
Why are you getting? How do we get 4?
Because I'm the master of treachery.
So, and you get many. Traders.
Oh, I start with 2? Okay. Sorry about that. Put those back. I haven't looked at them yet. Okay. So these cards, the most common thing they do is assassinate enemy generals or protect your generals from being assassinated. And since generals add a huge amount of points to the battles, they're really important. Okay.
Oh, and I say whoever plays the Bene Gesserit have played playing a good character.
My daughter always plays Bene Gesserit. So.
And I've only played this game twice.
Yes. And so speaking of which, so blue is Ashby. So you need to guess who is going to win the game, Ashley. So. You've got this deck.
You have to put these inside.
Yeah. Yeah, so take these 2 decks here. Do you see these decks right here? So take them inside of your private zone and choose 1 card from each of them. And so what you're going to do, the Bene Gesserit guess who is going to win the game. And if you can guess the person and the turn that they win, you actually win the game instead.
Mwahaha. That's how I won the second game.
I don't know what the box is, Lobby.
That's how I won the second game.
Yeah, so my daughter successfully predicted that I would win the game on the 5th turn, and so she won the game instead. So it's an incredibly powerful ability that you can steal victory from somebody if you can arrange it so that they win on a specific turn.
You also have the voice.
Yeah, we haven't talked about the voice yet.
The voice is very simple. All you have to do is you have to say something specific like
Click
you
and
cannot
hold, click
do
and hold,
this.
Ashley. Click
you
and hold.
cannot.
Yeah, there
You have to do something like this specific. Something specific like you cannot use poison resistance. So you have to do. So you can just say that, and the person is not allowed to do it because it's good. Because I always kept getting poisoned, and I kept getting the same cards, and I would always get poisoned. First game, I get poison resistance. Second game, I get poison resistance plus poison, and then but both games, I always get a card that has the ask someone one question. But
okay.
since I have poison, you can say you may not use poison resistance, and then I use a poison.
Yeah. So Ashley, take all the cards you didn't choose and just toss them on the card table back there behind you. If you zoom out a little bit, you'll see there's a table back there. Just put them face down and toss them on the deck down here. So hit F to flip it upside down, and and then just toss them down back here. And then at the end of the game, if somebody wins, you flip it, and if that is the people that win, remember, don't pick the Freeman. They're not in the game right now. So. Here's a description of the different factions if you guys want to read that. Like I said, each of the factions is completely broken in different ways, and so they're a very it's a very interesting, very neat, balanced game. So so Ashley, you've got your cards selected in the hidden zone. Okay, so I'm going to toss these cards. Oh, shoot. Did I still... Yeah, I'm trying to grab this. There we go. I think I might have stolen one of your cards.
How do you steal cards?
I don't know. Okay. All right. Okay, so... I don't know what that was. Alright. Somebody just moved the deck of cards. Who took those cards off the back table? Just dump them there. Okay. Okay, so the broken thing about the Atreides family, Green, which is Eric, is that he kind of gets to know what cards everybody has. So we're going to go into what's now called the bidding phase. And so, Eric, go ahead and deal out five cards face down. Or, yeah, 5 cards face down. You know how it goes. There's one more left. Just toss it. Here, I'll grab it. There you go. So, none of us know what these cards are. Eric does. And so we're going to be bidding on treachery cards. Everybody should have currently 1 treachery card and 1 traitor card in their hands. I've got more because I'm the Harkonnen. And so we're going to be bidding on these things face down. Eric knows what they are, and so if you see him bidding on something, it might be good, or he might be screwing with you. Also, if you want, you can pay Eric to know what the card is.
What?
Yep.
What? Wait,
If he wants that.
Wait, what happens if you align with making lines with the person with the person who can look at their cards? Are you allowed to look at the cards too? Or
Yeah,
do you have
usually.
power?
All right, I'm unmuting you guys so you can talk.
Can they on you on the
Am I unmuted?
You are unmuted.
Okay, so first card on bidding. Anybody want to know what it is? You can pay me 1 spice.
How much are you bidding on it?
I'm not bidding anything yet.
Okay, the first
asking if
person to
people
bid
wanna
is the first person
It
to
would
bid
be
is us,
orange.
Yeah, yes. Yeah, Jerry. Yeah, sure. I will pay you $1 to know what it is.
Okay. So Kearney doesn't get to know. I just get to tell him.
Well, you have to tell the truth.
I mean, I can tell the truth if I wanted to.
No, you have to.
Oh, really?
Yeah, yeah. In this game, there's no. If you make a deal, you have to hold to it.
Okay.
Okay.
Let's see.
All right. So,
All right.
Span, would you like to bid on this item?
No.
No. Okay.
No.
I will bid $1 on it. Then
Okay.
Lave, would you like to bid 2 on it?
Sure, why not? Right over here.
You don't have to don't pull your money out yet.
Oh, okay.
Just hold on to it till the end. Okay. Ashley, would you like to bid on it? It would cost you $3 for this card, whatever it is. She's passing. All right. Eric, are you going to bid on it?
I'll bid 3.
He's bidding 3. Whose money is this, by the way, in the middle here? Oh, that's the
spice
Yeah,
blood.
that's the drop. Okay. There's no Fremen, so Span, would you like to bid 4?
Yeah.
He's bidding 4 on it. I will pass. Lave, do you want to
Yeah, I
bid
found
5?
that's way too much.
Okay. Habron, do you want to bid 5? I don't think she has 5. Okay. And then Eric, do you want to bid 5?
I'll skip.
Okay, so Span, you're going to pay $4 to Lave. So Lave is the Emperor, and so every time a
Sick.
card is bought, it goes into his thing. So no. He's the Emperor, right? Okay. And so orange and red, their superpowers is rather than money going to the bank, they get paid. Red gets paid for every card that is bought, and orange gets paid every time somebody drops a soldier on the battlefield. So.
So is orange who won the bid?
Orange won it, yeah.
Okay, you get the card.
All right, so where's my money?
And I'm trying to give it to you. How do you?
Where do you place it?
What color are you?
I'm red.
Okay, I'll give it to you.
Yeah.
I'll set it right there.
Nice. All right, thank you.
Hey.
Second card, I get to go first.
Thank you.
I will bid.
Is it, anybody want to know what this object is?
Nah. I will bid $1 on it.
Okay.
Lava, do you want to
Red,
bid
do you
2?
bid 2?
I'll do 2.
Blue, do you bid 3?
Now, if Lave wins the bid, she bids 3. Lave, if you win the bid, you pay the bank. You don't pay yourself.
Where's the bank?
It's right here for you. So you would take
Oh,
your
right
money
here,
and
Vice
drop it
Bank?
in the bank. Yeah, but if anybody
Okay.
else wins a bid, it goes to you. All right,
Okay.
Atreides, you're going to bid 3.
I'll pass.
Okay. Orange, do you want to bid 3 on it?
I'll pass. I ain't got that much left. I don't.
I will pass as well.
I'll bid 3.
No, you win the bid, so that means you pay 2 for it.
Hang on. Lave just
What?
bid 3.
Oh,
So
wait, I thought he's the one that.
no, Haybird bid 3, or Hayburn bid. No, Hayburn bid 3. So Lave, do you want to bid 4? Sorry.
Oh, 4? No,
Okay.
thanks.
Okay, so Ashley, you win the bid for 3. So go ahead and pay $3 to Lave. Yeah, just toss it in front of him. He's red down here. So just take $3.
There we go. Yep,
I'm
thank
always
you.
getting rich.
Okay,
Yeah.
and you get the card here.
Okay. Now, Lave, it is your turn to bid first on a card. And all of you guys have a
Alright.
hand limit of 4, by the way.
Does anybody want to know what this is?
I want to know what it is.
Harkonnen is evil.
Okay, pay me
and
one.
Can have 8.
Give me $1 back.
Harkonnen is evil and can have 8.
Thank you. Yeah, I can have 8 cards. Just send it to me on Messenger. What is this? Okay.
Oh, do you just DM people to
Okay.
tell them
Yeah.
what it is?
Yeah, he did.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So Lave, it is your bid.
All right, I bid 2.
Okay. Hayburn's out of money. She can't bid. Eric, are you going to bid
I'll
on
bid
it?
3.
You're bidding 3. Okay. Orange, do you want to bid 4? Span, do you want to bid 4?
I ain't got no money. I
Okay.
ain't got it before.
I will bid 4 on it. Lave, do you want to bid 5?
No, thanks. That's a lot.
I'll skip.
I want to start up with some soldiers.
I don't think Blue has
$2
money.
back.
Right here.
So, because I won an auction as Harkonnen, my special power is I get to draw. Oh, Eric already grabbed it. Okay. I get to grab a second card as well. And if
Oh,
you think
wow.
that's broken, yeah, it is. Okay. Now it is Ashley's turn to bid. I think she's out of money though, right? So, Eric, do you
If
want
she
to?
at least has 1, then she could bid.
She has 2. Okay. Okay. So, Hayburn, would you like to bid?
Anybody
on
want to
this
know what
card?
this card is?
Mm,
1. Okay.
You can pay me 1 spice to know what this card is.
nah. Gamble.
Okay.
So did somebody bid on
Hayburn
it?
bids 1. Eric, are you going to bid on it?
I'll bid 2.
Span, would you like to bid 3?
I ain't got it.
I will pass. Lave?
I'll bid 3.
Hayburn is
I'll-
out. Eric, you going to bid 4?
I'll skip.
Okay. So the card goes to the Emperor. So the Emperor pay 3 to the bank.
All right. Here you go, bank.
And
And
then
there's the card.
that's your card right there, yeah. And then Eric is going to.
I should have a card, but I don't know where it's at. So I paid all my money on.
It disappeared.
Yeah, I don't know where it went.
Oh no.
Here it is. This is it. Here, I think. Yeah, that's it.
Anybody want to pay 1 spice to know what this card is?
Oh, is that the last one?
Yes.
Okay. No.
No. Hayburn is.
I'll bid 1.
Hayburn's paying 1 to know what it is.
Oh. Whew.
Blue.
Alright, let's see. Alright. How do I whisper that? Is it okay if I just show the card to them since,
Yeah,
like, they have to know?
Mhm.
Alright, so I'm just going to show the card to that person. So it's blue, right?
Mhm.
Alright. So this is the card. And you don't know anymore. Oh, wait. Give the card back to me. All right. So, anybody want to bid on this card?
You bid
I'll
first.
start with that one.
Stan.
Orange, do you bid 2?
No.
I bid 2. Actually, I bid 3.
Okay.
I bid 3 on it.
Oh,
Okay. Let's
I
see.
pass.
What time does the clock show?
Blue, do you pass?
Yeah. Oh, that's red. I passed.
Yeah. Does blue pass?
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's see.
I skip. Orange, do you pass?
Yep.
Okay. Kearney, you get the card. You pay 3? Or was it 4?
3.
Okay, yeah.
There you go.
You get the
Lobby,
card,
it's in front of
and
you.
you get the bonus.
I get a bonus card. All right. Looks good to me.
Oh, thank you.
Excellent.
What time does the clock show?
Wait, so how much money does it take to actually put soldiers down?
So that's what we're coming to. So
Okay.
it is now
It's end
the
of
ship and
bidding.
move phase. So how it works is it starts with Span. Span is the first player because he's to the right of the storm. Span gets half price soldiers placed on the map. So the default cost to drop soldiers, and you can drop them anywhere in the world, is 1 per soldier on a city. 1, 2, can't drop it here. It's under storm.
The clock shows the current time.
3, 4, 5. So there's 5 cities.
7 o'clock.
It's if he wanted to put 15 guildsmen on Habanya Sech, it would cost him half. So it would cost him 8. For everybody else, it would cost 15. For every other spot on the map, it is 2 spice per 1 soldier. So if Jerry wanted to drop 4 people on the Broken Land to collect the spice, for example, he would have to normally pay $8 to do so, but he's the shipping guild, so he gets half price, so it'd be $4. So if he wanted, he could pay $4 to put 4 of his reserves onto the Broken Land.
Phrase describes the
Okay.
time shown on the clock.
And so you can ship as many or as few as you like. It does cost money. One important thing to note is that there is special benefits to having soldiers on Carthag and Arakeen. If you have any soldiers at any point during a turn on Carthag and Arakeen, your soldiers move 3 spots during the turn, because what you're first going to do is you're going to ship. So, for example, he could ship 4 guys to here and then move them to the Broken Land, and that would be cheaper than dropping them directly on the Broken Land. That's A-OK. So, for example, if you wanted to drop 4 guys on Carthag, that would be $2, and then he could move them here. Normally, you can move a single group of soldiers 1 square. That's it. But if you have any soldiers on Carthag or Arakeen when you're doing movement, you can move them 3 squares instead, and it doesn't have to be the people here. For example, if he put a guy here, he could move these guys 3 squares if he wanted. Okay. So Jerry, you're up first. Where would you like to put your soldiers?
I don't have no money to put no soldiers anywhere.
Okay.
He's spacing guild, so he gets to choose when he gets to go.
No, we're not playing the advanced game.
Okay.
And so you've got 5 guys here, so you can choose to move them if you would like. You can move them up to 3 squares. 1, 2, 3 if you like, but then you're going to be losing.
I think the people who are controlling Arakeen and Carthag only get that bonus.
That's true. Yeah. Sorry, you can only move 1 square. Yeah, so it's probably a bad idea to abandon a city.
What time is shown on the clock?
So what are the benefits for having soldiers on a city?
If you have soldiers on 3 cities at the end of the turn, you win.
Oh, okay, that's it. Okay.
Also, broken ability of the trading guild. Not only do you get paid every time people pay money to drop soldiers on the map, you get paid instead of the bank, which is huge. Unfortunately, you're moving first, so you don't have money this turn for it. But your other huge ability is that if nobody wins the game, by turn 10, you win the game. So all you have to do, Span, is just keep people from winning, and then you win.
All right.
And so if you just hang out for a turn, that's probably what I would do in your case.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do.
Just don't let somebody take that city. Okay, my turn. I am going to drop 1 additional soldier, so I'm going to pay this to the Spacing Guild. And so, where are my boys? They're there. Okay. So I'm going to drop 1 additional soldier on Carthag, and I am going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, and go after the spice here. And that is my turn. Red, it is your turn. You have no soldiers on the map. The Emperor starts with nobody on the map. But the
Yep.
Emperor gets paid bank by selling off those cards. So, you could come in and just claim a city here. That's not a terrible idea.
Yeah. So, but it depends on how many soldiers I want it to be. I want to have in there, right?
It's $1 per soldier you draw. Yeah.
All right. So I'll throw down at least 5 soldiers.
You pay him to Jerry.
Oh yeah, right here.
Yep.
Here you go, buddy.
Okay. And then take the 5 guys and drop them on Habanya Sich. You click and hold. Yeah, you move the whole group. Good.
There you go.
There you go. All right.
There we go.
Hayburn, you're up.
Are we also using the Bene Gesserit rules where every time a shipment is made, they can like
Ooh, true.
ship people?
Yeah, the basic rules. So Hayburn, because I shipped and because Lave shipped, you get 2 free people put on the polar sink.
What is the polar sink?
Oh, good question. So the polar sink is a neutral zone. Nobody can fight there. It is immune.
Oh.
It is immune to the dust storms, and that's it. No spice ever appears there or anything. But so
just a
Hayburn, you should
zone.
have a total of 3 people. Okay. Oops.
Oh, that's pretty useful.
Yeah, there you go. So she's got 3. Sorry. Okay. And so you can't ship onto this because it's under the sandstorm. But if you want to pay money, you can ship to any city you would like. So like if you want to try contesting a city, the Bene Gesserit generals are all good. All Bene Gesserit generals are 5. And so it's a fairly good tactic to just send like one Bene Gesserit somewhere and let the general do all the fighting, essentially.
And lucky me for the games I played, because some trader cards were my general, so I would just use that general over and over again if it wouldn't die, because I know that nobody else has a trader card for it.
Okay. So you're going to invade Carthag, Hayburn? Okay. And so it costs $1. If you want to drop one person onto Carthag, you have to pay $1 to spam.
Give me my dollar. Give me my dollar.
She's
that
already
like
given
that.
one to Jerry. Okay. All right. So that is a-okay. And then you can drop there, and then you can move as well if you want. Or you can just stay there if you want. So you can... you first ship, which means you put a person on the planet, and then you get a movement phase. And so you can move your Bene Gesserit army on the polar sink 1 square, or actually 3 squares if you want, because you've got a person on Carthag right now.
Are they attacking Carthag?
If she doesn't move it out, they will attack Carthag, yeah.
Okay.
Wait, has the game started yet? Because there's like a game start button.
Aaron's script. I don't know.
Yep.
Doesn't-
I guess not. Okay, that's fine.
So you're going to move 1 army up to 3 squares, Hayburn.
Oh, we go. Red.
So she dropped into Carthag and went 1, 2, 3 and ran over here. Okay. So that is Hayburn's turn. So we're not fighting after all. And then Arakeen, or
Atreides.
Yeah. You can ship and move. Now remember, Atreides has an incredible advantage because he knows exactly which cards everyone has. Right? If he's paying attention, he knows that so-and-so bought this weapon, so-and-so got this shield. And so if the Atreides player is like paying attention, then they have an incredible tactical advantage on combat. So Eric, where do you want to drop and where do you want to move?
I'm gonna drop 2 guys into Arakeen, paying 2 to the spacing.
Mhm.
And then afterwards, let's see. And then I'm gonna move 3 guys to
Broken land.
Okay.
Okay.
So Eric and I are
Yeah.
gonna fight. All right. So that is the
Yeah,
end of
so
the
how
movement phase. We're gonna be fighting
Yeah,
over
so
this
how does fighting work?
spice here. We're gonna see right now. So it's combat phase. And so
Nice.
because Habern moved out, I don't fight her. You have to be there at the end of the phase to fight. So Eric is going to grab a battle wheel. They have both advanced and basic battle wheels, Eric. So pick up the basic one.
I think mine works.
Either way, it'll work. Yeah. Okay. And then you tuck it behind your secret zone there. You pick a general to use. And you choose how many soldiers you are going to lose in the fight. If I can click on it. Can't click on it. What the hell's going on here? Come on. Come on. Okay. And I am the aggressor because I moved first. So that means that I win a tie if we tie on this.
I'm going to ask you a question about your battle plan.
Yeah, question.
What number have you dialed?
I've dialed a 1. So that is another Atreides class power, is that he can predict. He gets to know in advance one of the things that I'm going to choose. And then I am ready to go. Are you ready to go?
Hmm?
Man, training as well. A lot of cards.
Yes, I'm ready to go.
Okay, I'm going to toss it out. There you go. He tosses it out. So he uses Dr. Yue, which has a strength of 1. He bids 2 of his guys, so he has you don't have to spend money. Take your money back.
Oh, it's not that roll? Okay.
No, that's advanced. And so he has a total combined force of 3. I have a total combined force. Oh, I murder his guy too. So I use poison on him. And that murders his worthless general. His worthless general dies. He discards the worthless card here, probably. Right?
Graveyard.
Yep. And so I have murdered his guy. I have a total strength of 7. So all of these soldiers here on House Atreides die. I lose one of my guys
How come?
because I bid 1. Do you guys see that? If you win, this is how many people you lose. It's a really, really clever.
Wait, how does that the battle wheel work? Do you just choose a random number?
No, you pick it. Like you.
Or you just pick.
Yeah, you choose how many of your guys you're gonna minimum die. And so if he had murdered my general, I would have lost that battle because he had 2, I had 1. But as it was,
Oh, I see. I see.
yeah, and the Atreides advantage is he knew that I was going to bid a 1, so he could bid 2, right? If he had bid 1 and tied, I would have won the tie. Okay, so oh shoot, yeah. Okay, so that is it for combat. Collect spice, so I collect 6 spice.
Do you get the 1 spice for killing my dude?
I did not.
Or is that not the rule?
Yeah,
Because
yeah,
that's a real gen. That's
that is-
not
that-
a dream.
that is an
That's not a real gen.
So I get $1 for murdering his dude, and I collect all the spice. I have 3 people here, so I collect all the spice.
I believe that's 8 spice, and you have 3, so it'd be... Oh yeah, it's true.
I have orthodonters, yeah. And so, there we go. Money, money, money. And that is the end of the first turn. Turn advances to turn 2. Beginning of the storm phase. And we repeat. So we got 20 minutes left. Do you guys want to play through like one more turn?
Yeah, sure.
I'm just trying to give you guys kind of a feel for the game because it's got really interesting mechanics. So what makes everybody broken? The Atreides can find out one of your secret things in your battle plan. The Harkonnen get 4 traitors. For example, I had a pretty good chance of having Dr. Yue as a traitor in that battle because I have 4 traitors in my hand. I also get double the number of treachery cards as House Harkonnen. Every time I buy one, I get a second one for free, which Atreides doesn't know about. The Bene Gesserit get free people put on the board every time anybody puts people on the board. They get a free person on the board, and they can win the game by arranging matters. So if she predicted that I would win on the second turn, she could, for example, help me win this turn, and then she would actually win instead. And so the Bene Gesserit are very interesting because you can be like friendly towards people, but you're not actually being friendly. You're actually helping them win so that you can win. You have to time it just right.
So they can only make the prediction at the start of the game?
At the start of the game, yeah. And then you have to work to make your prediction true. The Spacer Guild gets tons of money every time people put troops on the board. The Spacer Guild gets paid. The Emperor gets paid every time treachery cards are paid. So the Emperor is traditionally flush with money. And if you partner with somebody, the Emperor can loan you money. You buy the card using the loan money, and it goes right back to the Emperor. And so the Emperor can essentially buy every single treachery card for his friends for free. The Spacing Guild also has the ability to move troops on the battle, on the board. So you can use your transport ships to actually teleport people around the battlefield, which nobody else can do. And then the Freemen get tons of reinforcements, and they get tons of free soldiers, and and they can drop anywhere within these yellow lines over here. So it's really neat. All of them are broken in their own ways. They have the best generals in the game, for example. They have a strength 7 general, the Freeman.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah, they have strength 7.
Okay. What is this long blue thing in front of me for? This, one of the cards is called Family Atomics, and if you play the Family Atomics card, you can destroy the shield wall. The shield wall protects these cities from being destroyed by the storm. And so if you detonate this, then whoever is in Kartag and Arakeen have to clear out every time the storm comes through, and then run back in afterwards. And since you only get to move one army per turn, that gets to be very, very annoying. Okay, so let's play through one more turn. Eric, you and I fought the battle, so go ahead and pick a number from 1 to 3 on the...
we're not doing the storm cards?
No, that's advanced game. So in the basic game, you and I just pick a number from 1 to 3. I'm ready if you are. And flip it. So I picked a 1, he picked a 3, so this storm moves 4 tiles. 1, 2, 3, 4.
I forgot to add.
Okay. So the storm moves clockwise around the world. And it kills everybody it crosses over. Now these guys are in a city, they're safe. Anybody
nice.
on rock is safe, like these people are safe here. The polar sink's always safe, but anybody who's on sand gets wiped out. And the only place that spice appears is on sand. And so spice will randomly appear on the map. You send people, you rush people over there to mine the spice, and then clear out before the storms come in and kill you. In this case, it's quite safe, right? Yes, go.
Oh, sorry.
But so there's a spice drop right here. Cool. All right. And so there's plenty of time for the Emperor, for example, to get over here, mine it, and then get back if they want. But sometimes the spice drops right in front of the storm, and so you just kind of suicide your soldiers sometimes to get in there and mine it, and then they die.
Okay, so we're going to be doing bidding, starting with 5 cards.
Okay. Oh, Chum Charity.
Oh, yes.
Does anybody have less than $2 or less? Anyone have $1 or $0? So $2 to Hebron. If somebody wants to hand $2 to Hebron.
You go to $2.
Two $2?
Yeah. So if you have $2 or less, you go to $2.
Yeah. Yeah. On the charity phase, you go up to a minimum of $2.
Yes.
$2. T-O-T-W-O. Right. So Hebron, you got your $2. Anybody else below $2? You go up to $2. Charity. Okay. The Freeman can deploy troops without paying anyone. It's really powerful.
Okay.
Okay. So first card.
First card. Anybody want to know?
It's my bid, isn't it? No, I'll just
Correct.
bid one. I'll bid 1 on it.
Okay. Then red, do you bid 2?
I'll bid 2.
Blue, do you bid 3?
She has $2.
Okay. Then I bid 3. Orange, do you bid 4?
That's
No.
a good card. Atreides is bidding on it. Or it could be worthless and he's making you think that it's good.
Yeah, I want it.
Kearney, do you bid 4?
I'm not that curious.
Okay.
Bid
Red,
4.
do you bid 4?
I'll
Okay.
bid 4.
Blue can't bid. I'll skip. And orange, do you bid 4? Or
No.
do you bid 5? Sorry.
No.
Kearney, do you bid 5?
Nah.
Come on, take it, Karen.
All right. Is
Then
this one
he
right here?
gets the card? Yes.
All right. Thank you.
Okay, and remember, you can't have more than 4 cards in your hand.
Okay.
Oh, you can't?
No.
Oh, crap.
Was that your 5th card?
Is it only so this what do you call that?
The trader
I've been
doesn't
keeping
count.
track of cards. I think that's his 3rd one.
The trader doesn't count.
Yeah.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. That's his 3rd card, I believe.
So it doesn't include the alliance card that you start up with?
No.
No.
Okay then. Yeah.
Just the power-up cards, treasure cards. Okay, so it's
Okay.
Lave's bid on the second one?
Yep. Anybody want to know what it is?
I do.
Okay. Let's see. Okay. Can I get the payment?
Oh.
I didn't say anything about payment.
Right. Yeah, I should probably get the payment first. All right. So
I'm the Harkonnen, man. Come on.
red, do you bid 1?
I bid 1.
Blue, do you bid 2?
What time does the clock show?
She doesn't. Yeah.
I'll bid 3. Orange, do you bid 4?
No, too much.
Kearney, do you bid 4?
I'll bid 4.
Red, do you bid 5?
No.
Blue, do you bid 5? Or actually, they don't have enough. I skip. Orange, do you bid 5?
Clock show.
Nope.
Give me a dollar
Kearney, you
back,
get the
Bobby.
card for 4. And you also get the bonus.
Thank you.
I believe you're maxed out on cards.
I am maxed out on cards.
Okay. So, next card. Anybody want to know?
Did you give me the dollar, Lave?
Oh yeah, I grabbed it. Wait, where is it? Did you? Oh, I grabbed something.
You grabbed the 5. Did I get my dollar back?
Oh yeah, right here.
Harkonnen
What
always
time
watches
does
his
the
money.
clock show?
So, Eric, it's your bid.
What time does the clock show?
Oh, did we do
Oh.
revivals? Did we do
Uh-oh.
revivals?
I got disconnected.
Did we do revival? Or is revival after? Oh, it's after this phase. Okay.
Let's just disconnect from server, disconnect lobby client.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I got disconnected for some reason.
Oh.
Hey, you hit okay?
All right, join back in, guys.
Let's see.
The clock shows
So those of you that are watching at home,
it would be 7 o'clock.
Dalin, Shaw, Ramos. I mean, what do you guys think of the game?
It's a pretty cool game. I like it.
Oh, I disconnected too. What the hell?
Oh, interesting.
Oh. I guess that's.
Yeah, you went offline on Steam for a second.
Huh,
Well, what happened?
I don't know.
An update?
I'm chilling in the menus. It says. All right. Multiplayer. How can I reload? Is that?
Yeah, just create the game again.
Create server.
Create server,
Save
and then
and
do
load.
save and load. It should be an auto save.
Yeah. Okay. There we go. Yeah. So have we gone over what makes everybody broken? So yeah. So like, let's say in combat, the Atreides is fighting me, and I put down a poison weapon. He can ask, "What weapon are you using?" And I'm like, "Poison," and then he can play the anti-poison defense. Or if I say I'm playing a projectile, then he can play the anti-projectile defense. And so no matter what, if he has the right cards for it, I can never assassinate his guy. Alternatively, if he asks me what defense I'm playing, and I say a shield, he can play a poison, because poison bypasses shield. Or if I play a snooper stops poison, but not projectiles, then he can play a gun. And he can always assassinate my guy every time. So as long as he has enough money to get the cards that he needs, the Atreides can either never lose a person to assassination or always assassinate another person. The Bene Gesserit also have a similar ability, except they tell you which card you have to play. So if you're fighting Bene Gesserit, the Bene Gesserit could be like, don't play a poison defense, and you can't play a poison defense. And then they use a poison weapon and they murder you.
That's how I do it.
Literally every time the Bene Gesserit go into battle, if they have a weapon, they can murder your general. You know, and the only way you can win is on sheer numbers. And every Bene Gesserit general is a 5. And so you have to, like, if they have like 2 soldiers, you have to throw at least 7 people at them in order to take out the Bene Gesserit
Robbing
army
the red player.
of 2.
Man.
But then if you win, they lose their poison, right? And so they can keep murdering people as long as they keep winning. But if you lose all the cards you played. So sure, they can murder your general, but then they lose the poison card. And Bene Gesserit don't have a lot of money, as I think Ashley's finding out. It's actually really hard for the Bene Gesserit to get money. And so they have to get, because they have no access to orthodopters, which give you the movement. And so right now, it's actually a great opportunity for her, because there's 6 spice right next to the polar sink. So she can just move here, bloop, and get 6 spice, and then be in business. But like when there's things like way on the other side of the planet, moving 1 square at a time, you can't get there and back safely. You know? And so the Bene Gesserit have a hard time making money most of the time. And so getting the cards that you need as a Bene Gesserit to pull off your ultimate combo of like, I'm just going to murder you every time, is you know, it takes money to do it, and you don't always get enough money to pull it off. The Emperor and the Spacers Guild basically get infinite money, you know. And the Emperor, like I said, if you partner with somebody, you can loan money to somebody, have them buy the cards, so the money comes right back to you, and you can basically buy cards for your friends for free.
So is that what the alliance card is for the Emperor?
Yeah, if you're allied with the Emperor, well, technically you can do it anytime you want. You can just loan money to people. If you want, you're like, here's $10, you know, and then they bid 10 on the card, they win, and then you take the $10 back. You know?
Wait, so there's technically no purpose for that alliance card for since you could just do it at any time?
The alliance cards, no, the alliance cards do stuff.
Oh, okay.
And so the Emperor is broken because he can just buy cards for free for all of his friends, and, as long as he has the money for it, which he normally does. And the Spacers Guild not only gets sort of infinite money, but they can also transport their guys anywhere in the world. So, for example, he could take one of his guys here on the Tweaks Siege here and just pay $1 and move 2 of his guys from here to here if he wanted. And so he can just teleport anywhere, pick up spice anywhere, drop people at half price, and basically it's incredible. They're the most mobile people in the game. The downside is their generals aren't very good. But they can drop huge armies for cheap. Like he could drop his entire reserves on the board if he really wanted it. Like if he wanted to try and pull off a win, he could probably drop 14 guys onto Kartag, move half of them to Arakeen, and then try to win at the end of this turn if he wanted. And then he would have three cities, or even better, drop 7 here and then move 3, like a couple of guys over here, and then he would have 3 cities if he won all the battles. I won on the second turn as the Spacing Guild that way, because you just go, if you move last, which he's doing this turn, you can just be like, oh, that's available, bloop bloop, you know, and just pick up open cities and win the game. The Harkonnen get 4 traders, so that's 4 automatic battles that I win. And so every time you fight the Harkonnen, it's like there's a pretty good chance that I got one of your traders. You know, I got one of your generals. And if you know, Dr. Yua had been one of my traders, I could have just pulled the card out and been like, Dr. Yua, I automatically win, instant victory. You know, and all of you guys have 1 of them. I have 4 of them.
Wow.
Or what?
If a Harkonnen ever fights you in a battle that looks like you're losing, be careful. Because even though it looks like you're going to win that battle, they might just be trader baiting you.
Yep.
And so, pretty much all the soldiers, aside from the general, dies, or are all the soldiers assimilated to
the general dies, all the soldiers dies. You lose all of the cards you play.
Oh, okay. Wait. So if you have the traitor while you're battling, you could just
Play it.
play that card to kill off the traitor.
Yep.
Yeah.
So if you had like when I was fighting Eric, if he had the Fade Rutha card, he could have just played it. My general would die. All my guys would die. All the cards that I played would die. It is a Uno reverse like mega, right? And so a big part of this game is figuring out which of your generals are traitors, right? Because you're gonna be, every person has a different traitor card, right? And so if like the Bene Gesserit have flipped, like Dr. Yua, like she's like boom, Uno reverse, then I know that she doesn't have any of my guys as traitors. You guys understand?
I see.
So she's safe for me to fight, at least from that perspective.
In some case, you should also be careful, just in case someone's fighting you for no reason, because they might also be traitor baiting you.
They might be trying to flip it. And so, like, if I attacked Arakeen with, like, one guy, and he played the wrong general, I could just, like, be like, boom, and then his whole army would die. I would get the city, and, yeah.
Game over.
Yeah, so Harkonnen winning on turn 5. There's her prediction. Might be faster than that. Okay. So let's go ahead and finish the auction, I guess, and then we'll play this turn out. And
Is Red here?
no.
Hold on. I tried connecting again.
I only picked blue because it's my favorite color. Next time I pick white or red.
Okay.
White is pretty.
So nobody wants to know. Blue, do you bid one?
Oh, I'm here.
It's war whoever is playing the Bene Gesserit.
Yeah, I won as the Bene Gesserit last time.
Yeah. Does Blue bid one or no?
She said no.
Okay.
She's on. She doesn't have voice.
I'll bid one then. Orange, do you bid 2?
I bid 2.
Kearney, you bid 3?
I can't bid. I have a full hand.
Oh, that's true. Red, do you bid 3?
It's not letting me connect.
You can just say if you're going to bid or not.
No.
Okay.
You're in
I'll
the game.
bid 3. Orange, do you bid 4?
No. Yeah, I bid 4.
Kearney. Okay. Kearney can't bid. Orange. Red, do you bid 4?
No. I already said no.
Okay. Blue can't bid. I'll bid 4. Orange, do you bid 5?
No.
Cool.
Okay. Kearney can't bid. Red, do you bid 5?
Is this a new card or still the same one?
It's same card.
Wait, I can bid again if I said no?
I have to keep going around the table because the way it works is that as soon as somebody does the bid, like ups the bid, I have to go around the whole table and ask everybody again.
You can come back in. Even if you pass, you can come back in.
Oh, okay. Okay. No thanks.
Okay. Okay then. Then I get the card for 4.
So Lave gets $4. So even though you lost, Lave, you still won.
Exactly.
All right. Next card. Anybody want to know what it is? No. Okay. I will bid 1. Orange, do you bid 2?
2. Yep.
Kearney can't bid. Red, do you bid 3?
Yes, 3.
Okay. Blue, can you bid 4? Or actually, no, they did chump charity. So I will bid 4. Orange, do you bid 5?
Yep.
Red, do you bid 6?
Ooh, no. It's all right.
I will skip. Orange, you get the card for 5.
Okay. Let me grab it. Where do I put the $5 at?
Next to my hand. I'll grab it for you.
There it is. Take it over.
Q?
Okay, final card in the bid. Let's see. Orange, do you start the bid at 1?
Yeah.
Okay. Red, do you bid 2?
Yes, 2.
I'll bid 3. Orange, do you bid 4?
Nope.
Red, do you bid 4?
Yes, sure.
Okay. I'll skip. Orange, can you bid?
Nope.
Okay, then. Then it goes to red for 4.
There we go. Thank you. I have 4 cards. Cool.
All right, that is the end of bidding phase.
Ah,
so now it's going to be revival.
Great. I
Okay,
should have
so
paid you to ask.
I get 2 guys back, I think. Yeah.
Yes,
So I will
I believe. How many do I get?
2 as well, I think.
Yeah, I get 2 for free.
Yeah. So there's a graveyard over here, and your generals don't come back for free. So when generals are dead, they're dead. Once you lose all of your generals, then 1 per turn you can buy back. And it costs the number of spice equal to their value to buy them back. So the Bene Gesserit really get hosed if all of their generals die, because it's very expensive to get your generals back. And if you go into combat without a general, you can't play any cards. So...
Okay. So now ship into movements phase, starting with Kearney.
Alright, I'm gonna, I guess, just try and win the game. That seems like a good idea, right? So, I will ship 4 guys.
All your soldiers. I want all your money.
Yep. This is the last turn anyway, so I'm just gonna try and win. 2, 3, 4. I'm gonna attack Arakeen. I'm shipping 4 guys into there, and then I'm gonna play a Hajar card, which gives me a second. Actually, I don't need to do that, do I? Huh. No, don't need to. I just am gonna take my movement and move into here. So if I can win this battle, I'll have 3 cities at the end of the turn. And
Okay.
Okay.
so that is my turn.
That's the end.
That's it for me.
Okay,
Alright.
Red, you get the move.
I'll
So
put,
something to consider is that Kearney's going to win the game. So
Yeah,
to prevent them from doing that, you have to contest these 2 cities.
hold on.
Yeah, cities can only have 2 different countries in them, so you cannot drop into Arakeen anymore.
How come?
City, that's the rule. There's a movement. There's a restriction on movement into cities. Only 2 countries can have troops in a city during the movement phase. Only 2 countries can have.
Wait, what are the 2 countries?
Well,
It
in
just
this
means
case, it
that
has to.
2 different factions can only be in the same spot for a city.
Okay.
So you can't
can be-
airdrop
yeah.
into Arakeen, but you can airdrop into Siege Tabor if you want.
Yeah, wait, I can only drop here, not in the city?
You can drop in the
You
city.
can drop in the city.
Yeah.
Okay,
It's
I'll
cheaper
drop
that
in
way.
the city. 6, so that would be how many coins with that? 6 coins?
6 coins. Oops.
Okay. I need to get some change.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's yours. There you go.
And you can
All
move
right,
as well if you want. You can move your guys out.
Move my guys out. Yeah, sure.
Yeah, so I think you're good. Haberin, if you want, you can collect some spice, or you can airdrop.
Where'd that other dollar go?
There you
Okay.
go. All right. Yeah, you just leave them there. Yeah. Spice
Okay.
collection takes place later. Okay, then
My
turn
turn.
now?
I need to drop here. That's sad. Could have
that?
just waited.
what's that?
Is it my turn now?
Yeah, it's your turn.
Okay. I will pay 6 to the spacing,
Oof. These guys
so
are
I
gonna-
can drop in 6 guys.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
I'm going to drop them into
Hierarchy.
Karthag.
Cartag. All right. You know I've got 2 of your generals as traitors, Eric.
Uh,
This will be spicy. This will be spicy. He's got 4 generals left, and 2 of them are traitors. Okay, and then let's see what the Spacing Guild does. He's got the money to drop a lot of guys on the map. So, Span?
Yeah. Let's see. I want to put a bunch of guys on the map. 14 of them.
Drop them on Habanya Sitch, maybe.
Where should I put them at?
I think right here.
No.
Yes.
No.
Go big or go home.
Oh man.
There's 14 of them, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh.
That'd be half price of seven,
$7,
right?
That's it, and it goes to the bank.
It goes to the bank. I'm gonna put about 1.5 there.
So many people. Oh.
All right, so this is for game. I've got to win all 3 of these combats, which, let's be real, is not going to happen.
Wait, who are the guildsmen?
If winning through
Orange.
the fights isn't possible, then I hope you win too.
Thank you, Ada. Thank you. All right, so I'm the first player, so I'm going to.
You're gonna choose your battles.
Yeah, I'm going to choose. What do we got here? 7, 4, 9, 6. I'm going to pick the Arakeen fight first.
Okay.
What question would you like to ask?
What number are you dialing?
3.
Okay.
So the number that you dial also adds to your attack power. Is that how
Yes.
that works?
The number
Okay.
you dial plus your general strength. Absolutely.
Okay.
Okay, I should be ready.
All right, there it is.
Okay.
What's going on here?
Boom!
Ah,
Pa
darn.
pa pow! Pa pow!
A traitor.
Pa pa pow!
So Kearney automatically wins the battle, and he gains spice to the amount of points that my trader's worth.
Yeah, that sounds like.
On top of that, he just, like, all my troops just commit suicide, and so does my general.
But the downside is I can't use Fade Rutha, because Fade Rutha is here this turn. I can't use him in this battle.
I see.
Oh well. And I used a shield and a Gom Jabbar in that fight. I don't know if you saw that. Okay. Alright, second fight is going to be in Kartag. What
Okay.
question would you like to ask me?
Oh,
and I don't lose any soldiers either. That's the other nice thing.
yeah. Are you using a poison weapon?
Am I using a poison weapon? Yeah.
Okay. Let's see. Where's my wheel?
Dad, can I go play Skyrim?
You can go play Skyrim.
Oh wait, so also the number that you dial in predetermines how many soldiers are going to die?
Yes. Unless it's a traitor. Then you just automatically win the fight. Alright,
Okay.
ready, Eric?
Give me a second.
Pick the right general, Eric.
It's a straight 50-50.
Yeah. You ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Dun 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 dun.
Oh, no. That's my trader.
No! Oh, dang it. Oh,
What?
that killed my. I should have fought the Empire first. Damn. All right.
What
All right.
happened?
So you don't lose any of your guys. I lose all 7 of my guys. Damn. All right.
Yep.
Uh-oh.
And I get,
No, that's it
I
for
get
me.
4 because it's beast.
You get $4. Yeah. And then I'm gonna fight the Empire. All right.
Wait. So when you play your hand to fight, do you also have to put down a traitor card to begin with, or can
No.
you just pull it out
No,
once you
after you see who their general is, then it's like, oh, I have that guy.
Oh, okay. So
I
you
just
just pull it
lost
up.
two cards. That's really annoying. Okay.
You
All
can
Alright.
you can put up as many.
You can have 1 weapon and 1 defense,
Okay.
and these are dead because he. That's really unfortunate.
The graveyard. There it goes.
Yeah. 'Cause I would have won that combat otherwise. Oh.
And treachery.
Yep. Who would have known a guy with the name of Beast could be so treacherous? All right. Let's toss.
Duncan Idaho.
He's played by Jason Momoa in the movie. All right. What do I got here? 3 guys here.
Cousin Eddie might be our new governor.
Which guy?
Cousin Eddie. Now that there's an RV from Vacation.
The people running the recall.
Yeah.
Okay. You ready, Lave?
Yeah.
All right. Here we go.
So, oh, actually, no, I'm not. I haven't looked at your cards yet. Hold on. What am I gonna do? Where's the basic battle wheel?
It doesn't matter. You just use it.
Okay.
The advanced one goes up.
Why is this like this? Oh, there you go. How many people do I have there? Oh, I see. Okay.
6.
I
You
have
got 6 guys.
6. All right. Let's put this out. Put this guy out. And crap.
Shield.
Wait, do I need a weapon?
All right. So I have a total. No, you don't. So I have a total of 5. You have a total of 10. So you win. Okay, so that gets discarded, and that gets discarded. You keep your shield.
Okay.
He does not die. You only
It's
kill a
4
general.
people died then.
Okay, so you lose
So
4 of your guys.
Yeah, 4 people?
So you lose 4 of your guys.
Yeah.
And my guys all.
Oh, wait. I didn't see what general you used. Oh, hold on.
I used Peter de Vries.
Oh, never mind.
Okay. All right.
All right. Of 3, 4. There we go.
Now this guy is going to be here for this turn, so you can't.
Wait, so where do dead soldiers go here?
They go into the graveyard over here,
Okay. Thank you.
and then you get revivals. You get some free revivals, and you get paid to revive more people if you want during the revival phase.
Oh,
Um,
I see. Okay.
Okay, so dang. Oh, so then we're gonna handle this fight here now. So span. Here's a battle wheel. Put that in your secret section, and dial in a number from 0 to 14, and that's how many guys you're gonna lose at a minimum. And then pick a general, put down up to 1 weapon, up to 1 defense.
Where's your weapons at?
It's your treachery cards.
Oh, okay.
You might not have any.
All right.
Thing to work.
Tell me when you're ready.
All right.
You guys ready? Ready to drag him out?
Yeah.
It's okay. I'll just say that my battle wheel number is 1.
You can't use half numbers, by the way.
I mean, yeah, I mean, it's meant to be a 6.
Okay. There you go.
Okay.
All right, so you put down a disposable hero. So you murdered the disposable hero. You can only put down 1 weapon, by the way.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, up to 1 weapon, up to 1 defense. And so, do you have Staban Tuick as your trader?
Yeah.
Lave? Is this guy your trader?
No, not at all.
Okay. No, that's not. No, you don't show that.
Oh,
Yeah, don't show that.
Okay, so Lave loses.
Yeah, it's just gone.
So that cheap hero gets discarded, and this general comes back here, and he bids 6, so 6 of your guildsmen die.
All right.
1, 2, 3, oops, 4.
Yeah, there's no way I was gonna win against that. That was so many people.
Yeah, that's what makes the guild so dangerous, is that they can drop huge armies, like, at a very low price.
So I get my Staben 2 back?
Yeah, he comes back. Yeah, all the generals come back in your hand. And,
Oh, that was the last battle. Okay.
that's last battle. So that was exciting. Ashley, playing smart, collects the $6 here. So go ahead and scoop up the money there. And there's only 20 soldiers per side, right? And there's currently 10 dead Harkonnens. There's 10 dead Atreides. There's 9 dead Emperor soldiers. And so that's the second. That's the second turn. And half of our total armies are dead, right? And so when you get into the later game and you've got no reserves left, you can't drop people because you don't have any people in reserve, right? I've got a total of 6 people left I could drop on the map. Now people come back from the dead. Every turn I get 2 people back from the dead, and you can pay to bring people back from the dead as well, but no more than 3 per turn. And so,
which phase is it when you can revive people?
the revival phase right here. And so it's now the start of the 3rd turn. The storm moves. There's more spice blow. And then you bid on the cards again, and then you get back, like I would get back 2 people. And I would actually play this card here, which would give me 5 people back from the tanks.
Oh my god.
That's bad.
Right? So, yeah. So I would do that, and then I would get my 2 free ones, and actually be pretty solid at this point. So even though I didn't win the game, like, I would actually have reserves, and...
Yeah, pretty good sustain.
Yeah, the sustain on Harkonnen's tough, but I still have 3 more unrevealed traitors, right? So that's 3 instant victories that I'll win at some point in the game. But Atreides, in general, has pretty good sustain because they end up knowing every card that every person has. So they know what defenses to play, what offenses to play. And they can ask, are you playing this card? The Bene Gesserit can just straight up murder people. If she has poison, she can just say, you can't play poison defense, and just murder somebody every time she goes into combat. and as long as it's not like a giant army like this, like between a couple people and her 5-star generals, like she can just murder and win every single time. The Emperor at some point will just have infinite money and can bid on any cards that are any good. Like at some point, like you have $20-$30 in your bank, you can just pay the Atreides $1 every turn and be like, what do you got under there? And just cherry pick the best cards for yourself. And then you have enough money to airdrop your army onto the battlefield. Yeah, so that's the game. We're going to call it here. So technically, I think Trading Guild wins. Yay, Trading Guild. Nobody won, so Trading Guild wins.
Right, I won.
No.
But yeah, so a big part of this game is just waiting and then making your move to try and, like I made my move. The trouble was I made my move moving first. You know what I mean? Like, if I had moved last that turn, if I had been smarter, because I actually picked how far the storm went. If I had picked a higher number, maybe, then I would have moved last, and then I could have like just snatched up this one, and
What's this box here for?
I don't know. I in the advanced game you can put you have to. It costs spice to have your soldiers at full strength, and so you can put money into the box, and so that hides how much money you have.
Yeah, Kearney.
So you put the box.
The Atreides are also pretty powerful because I get to, like, this board actually helps me out keep track the cards you guys have. So like you see this thing that I'm pointing down to next to your hand.
Where? Key flare?
Oh, these.
Oh wow! Look at that. That's cool.
That's cool.
So it keeps
So
track
I knew,
of who has
yeah,
which
I
cards.
was keeping track of everything, and I knew exactly like what cards you guys had at all times because since I'm in control of seeing what's happening in the bid, if you buy something, I know what it is.
Except for the Harkonnen. Half my cards.
Yeah. The only cards that I don't know are the ones that are in the very beginning. So these like 4 like unknowns, and then afterwards like the other cards that the Harkonnens like are using. But I was able to pick them out later on as Kearney used them.
Yeah. And so eventually
But-
all of your starting cards get used, and then the Atreides just know every card in your hand.
But yeah,
Right.
what was pretty unfortunate was that like Red got the Karama cards, and they don't know what to do with them.
Yeah, I have no idea what to do with those ones.
You can use a Chroma card to just buy a card, by the way.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Just straight
Yeah.
up
Just
buy it?
slap it down, you know.
Oh.
So the cool thing about it that you can be really smart is you could just constantly raise the price of the bid, even though you can't pay for it.
Right.
Oh, I see. So instead of just paying for it, I just use the Karama card to just buy it.
Yeah.
Yep.
But you can always just like bid 3 on everything, and then that forces anybody who wants a card to bid 4, and then you get the money. But then if you ever get stuck bidding 3, you just Chroma it and get it for 3 or for free.
Yeah.
You know?
Man,
At the same time, if you own a Karama card and you believe somebody's doing this, you can say "I bid infinity" and instantly just buy the card.
Yeah, you play the Chroma card and you pick it up. And in the advanced game, Ashley's character, any worthless card is a Chroma card. And so, like, I
What do
would,
you mean?
yeah,
A
I would
worthless
bid up a worthless
card?
card, and then I would bid up a worthless card, and then if nobody took the bait, I would play a Karama to get a Karama for free. And then I'd just keep doing that, you know. And so you can just make people dump their extra money. And then if you get stuck with a worthless card, you're like, oh, cool, it's a free card, you know, that I get to play as a free card.
Wait, does it actually say worthless card?
Yes, there are worthless cards. Like I have a Jabba cloak, and
Yeah, there's this card here in the middle of the board.
Oh,
Completely
okay.
worthless.
But for the Bene Gesserit in the advanced game, these can be played as Chroma cards. Chroma can also be used to turn off people's special powers. So you could be like, Atreides, you can't ask me a question this turn in combat. Boom. Or Atreides, you can't peek at cards this turn. Boom. And so you just play it, and then Eric can't see any of the face down cards during the bid phase, which is really, really funny.
Oh,
Same
that's
thing for Harkonnen. If the Harkonnen are going to get their bonus card from winning a treachery, you can just say, Krama, you can't get that bonus treachery. So pretty much the Krama can also cancel out any pretty much advantage that any nation has. So if Kearney had a Karama, if you were to get money from somebody winning a bid, he could just play Karama, make that money go straight to the bank.
Yeah, or like if you airdrop 10 people in, and the trading guild's gonna get it, Karama, and then the $10 don't go to the trading guild, the spacing guild.
Oh,
yeah,
all
so
right.
all the racial abilities can be turned off through the Karama cards, which is funny.
So good.
And this is a game from the 70s. That's the really
Wow, really?
amazing thing, right? Like, it's such a well-designed game, and it's so absurd, and it's so broken, and it's so well balanced all at the same time. And this is a game from the 70s, and it holds up really, really well. The battles are intense. The battles are exciting. You know, like every combat has the potential to just go horribly wrong. You know, and you can plan to a certain extent, but then there's reversals. Like, I had Cartag in the bag there, and then he Uno reversed me with the traitor card, and I lost my poison that I needed to murder Lave's card in the next combat. You know.
You see, would have actually been pretty interesting if it was like a double traitor.
Yeah, then everything dies. Yeah, I had two of Lave's generals too, and he did not play one of his traitors, unfortunately. So yeah, it's just it's something to think about, you know, and that's why we spent a whole class period on this. Is because, you know, I think this game is really a masterpiece in game design.
Yeah, that's really good.
Asymmetrical gameplay, fairly easy to understand rules.
Yeah, it's pretty easy.
Yeah, pretty easy to pick up, I think, and just like all the interactions, and we didn't see alliances. We didn't get alliances only happen when a sandworm emerges for some reason, and so a sandworm appears on the place where the last spice drop appeared, and it eats all the people there. So if on the next turn there was a sandworm, if there was a sandworm like that, then all of Ashley's guys would die. They'd be eaten by the sandworm, And then there is an alliance phase, and you can choose to make alliances with people. And when you have an alliance, you get to exchange your alliance cards, which gives special abilities to your teammates. So, like the Atreides person can use his prediction power when your teammate is fighting, and the Bene Gesserit can use their voice power when their teammate is fighting. And together, that is so incredibly broken, because the Atreides is like, what weapon are you using? Poison. Okay, I'll play the poison defense. And the Bene Gesserit's like, you can't play poison defense, and they play poison. And so they don't get killed; they murder the other person. The Atreides and the Bene Gesserit just is so broken together. And then the Freemen allow everybody to reinforce 3 people for free every turn. So if you're partnered with the Freeman, 3 people come back from the dead every turn. So you get incredible sustain from being partnered with the Freeman. The Spacing Guild grants their half price transporting to everybody. And the Harkonnen can use their traders on other people's battles. So like
the Harkonnen are always overlooked because, you kind of scoff at traders, but whenever you're fighting against a person that has Harkonnen as their ally, you always have to second think it, because now instead of them having 1 trader, you're actually going to fight against potentially 5 traders.
Yeah. Like if I was allied with Lave, then he has his trader and I've got my 4. And so that's 5 generals that could be yours. Right? And so a big part of the game is like, Eric would try this guy. Okay, he didn't trader me. Okay, he's safe against the Harkonnen, right? And so you have to kind of suss out which one of your people are traders and which aren't, and that can be very tense, stuff like that. Okay, so that's it for today, guys. Thank you, and hope you guys enjoyed this class on game design. And
that was pretty good.
We will meet next Thursday. On Tuesday, I'll just post a video for you guys while I am in surgery. All right, I'll see you guys.
All right, nice playing with you, Kern.
Yeah, it was fun. See you.
Yeah.